Yeah, so I really wouldn't say there's a lot of new faces. You know, JD coming in, our new head coach. I guess you can consider that as a new face, but he's a Miami guy. He's been down here forever. He was our pitching coach last year. So a lot of the same things got going on with him, and then with a whole bunch of new guys, the freshmen look good. We got a lot of guys that are returning now that JD's our head coach, and I think the team chemistry coming into our first weekend is looking really, really good. This is a team compared to last year that I would say is like we bond a lot better together on and off the field, which I appreciate a ton. So yeah.
Obviously, in a very big freshman year. Just what have you worked on in the offseason to try to improve and build upon that?
Yeah, defense was the main focus, and also hitting with 2 strikes was another main focus from last year.
And a lot of guys, some of the biggest bats, YoYo, CJ,
yeah.
Are going to the pros now. You were kind of, JD mentioned that you were kind of protected in the lineup a lot last year. Now you're one of the main guys.
Yeah.
How do you handle that? Mentally, how do you just focus on doing your thing?
I just gotta trust and believe in my coaching staff and whatever they put me through and whatever the steps that we go through to be able to compete in the game. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna trust that they got my best interests, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Also, a great year last year, like Adam said, but now going into this year, what are some of the advice you're giving to the younger freshmen saying, like, this is what I did here last year, and this is how you can be successful yourself?
Yeah, for sure. It's a big thing, because last year I had YoYo Morales, who's a guy I really look up to, even to this day. To a lot of people, YoYo Morales is one of my biggest role models. And what I tell these young guys is, just take it day by day. And, you can have one bad day, but it's just one bad day. It's not a big deal. You got to look at every game, every pitch, just kind of be easy with everything. You don't got to stress about it too much. It's a big stage, a lot more fans coming in than they're used to, and these guys they come here and they're ready for it. And the biggest thing that as a young guy when I came in last year was the atmosphere. It wasn't the game. The game's still baseball. Nothing's changed there. So you just really got to trust that this game you've been playing since you're a little kid, and that's all it's ever going to be. It's just a game.
Like you hear yourself, you're comparing yourself. You're like acting like you're older or something. You keep saying the young guys, only a sophomore.
Exactly, yeah, I'm only a sophomore, but we do got a lot of young guys on this team that can make a huge impact, just like Uwe. He can make a huge impact, and he's a freshman now, and a guy that I love hanging out around, so, yeah.
What's the energy like in the clubhouse? Is it more excitement, anxious, kind of leading up to this?
I would say there's always excitement, always, leading up to this Friday night game, and there's been excitement since we got here, especially since I got back. I didn't get to play summer ball, and right when I got back, I was ready for this Friday coming up.
And what are you looking, most forward to when you step out there Friday?
Just to win and just to play together as a team and really to show everyone what and how hard we've been working, and really kind of to shock the college baseball world is what I'm really looking forward to.
Blake, what was the highest and lowest point of your freshman year?
The highest point was probably playing the University of Florida and all this success that I ended up having as a freshman, and the lowest point was definitely losing in a regional at home against Texas and actually being the last out.
Like just with the transfer portal in college baseball, players obviously, well, swear, players from here did too, but why was it important for you to stay in Miami to see it through essentially?
Yeah, so I've been a guy that's been committed to Miami for a long time. I committed at a really, really young age, and I'm a person, I kind of pride myself as a man of my word, and so even throughout high school I committed here early, and that's where I was going to come and play. I wasn't going to decommit, wasn't going to go anywhere else. Same thing with the transfer portal, nothing's changed. I came here to play baseball, and nothing is going to change that. This is where I committed to, this is the program and the city I committed to.
You mentioned kind of being that last out in the regional. Has that kind of fueled you to the offseason? Is that something you think about that's kind of giving you a little bit of motivation?
No, I really, I kind of just let it go after that last day. It stung for that day, and then after that, new season, new goals, new accomplishments. I don't want to let the past bring anything down, or even if it brings me down, don't want to let it bring the team down.
Hey Blake, you said that one of the highest points last year was playing Florida. You guys get them early in March, this time at the Light. What are kind of your thoughts on that? Is that like a special series, I guess, when you look at the schedule?
Yeah, I would say it's always a special series just because it's the history of Miami and Florida. So bringing them down here now, we went up there last year, bringing them down here to our field, the atmosphere is just going to be electric, and that's what I'm most excited for, is that atmosphere of college baseball.
Like,
We'll do two
with
more for
JD
Blake.
being his first year as head coach, even though you've already worked with him, what's been the biggest message now as he makes that transition from pitching coach last year to now here, motivating you guys for the season?
Yeah, what I love about JD is he's really easy to talk to. So, you know, like, if I have anything that, like, any concerns or anything that I needed to say, like, he's so approachable. It's really easy for me to come up to him and be like, hey, like, I got a question about this, this, and this. And, you know, it's like he's my head coach, but he's also one of my, like, I look at him like a father figure, kind of. I've always looked at JD that way. Even when he was recruiting me in high school, I've always kind of looked at him like as a father figure, and he always had the best interest. So I really like that. I have him as a head coach, but I also have in my back pocket someone that I really, really look up to and always know that he has my best interest.
Blake, you talked about YoYo Morales being a big influence on your game, and you had a chance to reconnect with him during the alumni game.
Yeah.
So can you talk about just what you guys talked
Seeing
about?
YoYo here, he's here all the time, right? And there's a lot of alumni that come back all the time. But seeing YoYo here every day, like, I would say when I was playing with him, like, yeah, amazing player, probably one of the best baseball players I've ever played with, YoYo Morales. But now after that he's been gone and I see him back at the field every day, that's when I've truly realized like how much of a role model he really was to me. Like, I still look up to that guy. I'm so like, wow, like that's who I pride myself off of. Like, I want to be just like YoYo. And to think that he's only 2 years older than me, just kind of to show you what kind of person and player that he really is.
Speaking of great third baseman, I think I saw Manny Machado was here earlier today.
Exactly.
Did you get a chance to pick his brain at all?
Yeah. So Manny and I got to talk to him for a little bit, and you know, we didn't really talk about much, just kind of the short, shallow stuff. But other than that, I love talking to him, love getting to meet him, and that's another cool thing about being down here in Miami. You're always having those kind of guys showing up.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Mike.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, guys. It's nice